Carmacks is named after George Washington Carmacks. He or his wife, Shawclaw, discovered gold with her brother Caish, also known as Skookum Jim, and Cacuks, Caish's nephew, who was also called Dawson Charlie. This discovery ignited the Klondike Gold Rush. George later built a trading post near the present site of the town of Carmacks. We're here in Carmacks, a small hamlet on the Yukon River. This is a Hazel Brown cabin. I don't know anything about her, but it is back here, hidden in the trees. This cabin was built sometime before 1912 and later was probably the family home of the proprietors of the roadhouse across the street, George and Hazel Brown. And it's just kind of a representative cabin, the kind that you would find along the river here. Oh, that's very cool. It's got the sod roof that we've seen a lot of, with the grass growing on top. It's a way of keeping the place warm and then also making the roof a little more waterproof. This place is almost hidden in the little forest here beside the river. You can hear the river in the background. Roadhouses were built every 30 miles along the White Horse Dawson Winter Road. Eugene Mack and Seymour Rawlinson built this one, which still exists, in 1903. It used to be a 12-room, 2-story building with a stable. George and Hazel took over the roadhouse in 1922. Well, it's 9:39 in the morning. We're on our way a little later than normal. I had a pretty bad night of sleep because I was dealing with what I thought was a real bad computer problem last night, but somehow it did resolve itself and the computer seems to be working fine now. It's critical for me to have that laptop with me because I transfer all my video files onto it, and I have 2 huge hard drives for holding the video files and then for holding a backup. So anyway, so I'm kind of tired this morning. We've got about a 3.5-hour trip ahead of us down the highway here, Highway 2, down to White Horse, and at that point we'll start retracing our steps along the Alaska Highway, the Elkan Highway. And tonight we're going to be going a little farther to the east, where we'll stop for the night. Originally I didn't have this tonight's stop on the schedule, and that meant that we were going to be doing over 900 kilometers in one day, and it just occurred to me after a long time of musing about it that was just insane. There was no way we were going to be able to do that and feel like we were still alive. So I was able to find a hotel. I left myself the possibility that this would happen, that I'd be able to find a place, because I, after that, had a hotel booked for 2 nights. But now, yeah, Fort Nelson. So I've now been able to make the Fort Nelson one the second night of those 2, and this unknown new place to take one of the days in the middle. So
a bit more comfortable for us.
yeah. I mean, tomorrow's still going to be a 5.5 hour drive tomorrow. That's got to be one of our longest we've ever done. But you know, the thing, there aren't many towns up here, and there's not a lot of people in them, and it's a little difficult to find places. When you're actually in the town, there's often little mom and pop motels that are available, but I wanted to get something in advance, get something set up in advance, and it's very difficult when they have very little internet presence to find something like that. Anyway, so today, 3.5 hour drive, and
not bad.
yeah, that's about normal for us. That's comfortable. It's still a long day sitting behind a wheel when you do it day after day after day. But that's what we're here for, to have fun. We've got bigger fish to fry.
Exactly.
Looking a little hazy again today, and when I was out at the car in Carmacks there, I could smell smoke, and I don't imagine anybody's using any wood fires for heating or cooking or anything at that hour. So
yeah, I smelled a bit of smoke too. It wasn't very strong, but it was unmistakable smoke.
yeah.
Certainly when we were at Moose Creek Lodge, when I was picking up the coffee, I definitely smelled smoke outside. And I said to the lady, yeah, I'm smelling smoke outside. It must be a fire. Yeah, fires.
Yeah, I think they live with them here.
Yeah, it's like for them, hopefully, I just hope it doesn't hit them personally.
Yeah. Once we get going like this in the morning, I find that I am looking forward to the night's stop. You know, looking forward to what is going to be next. You know, what are we going to see? Where are we going to go?
Yeah.
What's it going to be like? You know, and
Are we going to like it?
and that is the same way I felt on the sailboat Prince Diamond, going from place to place. It's like you enjoyed being off the boat, getting a chance to lay at anchor and not have to stand watches. That was just incredibly great. And actually sleep all night, and if it was a good anchorage, you slept calmly all night. And but then after a while, it was like, I want to get going. What's around the corner? What's over the horizon? Let's continue on. So
an hour went by, and the second hour, the pale light of the short, sunless day was beginning to fade when a faint cry arose on the still air. It soared upwards with a swift rush till it reached its topmost note, where it persisted, palpitant and tense, and then slowly died away. It might have been a lost soul wailing had it not been invested with a certain sad fierceness and unreadiness. I believe smell smoke.
yeah.
And we got the
Yeah, we're starting to smell smoke again at 11:07. Air still doesn't have too much of a smoky quality, but then again, we can't see that far either. The mountains are rather high here. But there's fire out there somewhere. That was 11:07. And so at 11:30 34, we are meeting up again with the Alaska Highway. We were on the Klondike Highway, have been for a long time now. And so we have officially closed the loop. On the way out, we continued on the Alcan, and on the way back, we've come down the Klondike. Don't forget, because I can't remember the times always.
11:34, and we'll get there.
Up 70 km/h maximum speed here, and it's marked as new. I believe this is Rabbit's Foot Canyon. That's what this is called right here. And it's a very sad stop for us here, because this was where that gentleman was struck by a hit-and-run driver.
The bicyclist.
Yeah. My 33 years as a firefighter told me that I didn't think he was going to survive, and indeed, a few days later it mentioned in the news that he had not, that he had died. That's right here. It was right at this spot. Yeah, the hit-and-run driver took off. Police reported that they had found the vehicle a couple of days later, and that's the only news that there is now so far.
Hopefully they're investigating.
Well, of course, I'm sure that they know who it is, but they have to gather their evidence before they charge him. So, yeah, very sad situation. I did what I could, which wasn't very much, and he had a number of people there who seemed to be very qualified. One guy sounded like he might be a paramedic or even a doctor, perhaps, and but there was just too much damage. There was no way he was going to survive that. Anyway, I'd heard that there was a roadside marker here, or like a memorial, but I don't see anything. But GPS tells me that that was the exact spot within a few feet. On the other side of the road, obviously. So that was, I don't know what that was for. I'll make another turn in a second. I'll make it again. Whoa, there.